Okay, here we go. This is student level 4, curriculum for CSW Combat Submission Wrestling. I'm going to bring in Chris Phone and Rick Tavares now to demonstrate the mount attacks that are your requirements for this level. Chris is down on his back, Rick's in. Okay, here's your first one we're going to do. Rick's mounted. Okay, he's going to go for the spinning arm lock, so he's going to stick one arm up and one arm on the chest, head up, spin, arm lock. Do that slow motion. Good, back up and do the other side. Good, back up. Okay, again, go. Good, back up. Okay, now if you look here, Rick can also take his hand and put it on his throat and put his other hand like this and gag him, and this guy on the bottom is going to go here and push. He's going to get his knee high, knee high, knee high, and then step over an arm lock. It's another way to take the arm lock, okay? Go. Good, go back. Here's a real simple way. It's good for MMA. He'll push the right elbow down and push the left elbow across center line. Just like this. One more time. He's going to push the right elbow down and push this one across. Puts his chest on the back of the arm, reaches under, grabs the wrist, lifts his right leg up, pushes him up on his side, arm lock. Steps over, arm lock. There it is. Good. Okay. This is a pressure arm lock. When you push one, you push this elbow, the other elbow comes like this. And twists, and he puts his body weight on it, grabs the wrist, right leg up, pushes his head down, forearm, step over, head up, there it is, take the arm, good. Okay, here we go, V-arm lock. V-arm lock. So he's just going to twist, V-arm lock, push it down, chest stays above center line, elbow offsets the head, push his elbow down, good. Hooks in deep, head on the floor, slide his elbow to his side. Slide it, there it is. Here's a key, guys. The key is the sliding of the elbow. It's not the lift, it's a slide. Slide it down. Slide, 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 slide. Hooks in deep, deeper, deeper, deeper. That's it. Okay, other side. Same thing, pushes it down. Go, bring it down, hooks in, deep. Good. Now, if you can't get the finish here, Rick starts to take it and then dismounts the side control. Pretty sure now when he slides his elbow down, chest down, that he can get that lock and finishes it. Good. Let's look at it again from the mount. Okay, he goes for the other arm. Turn. Perfect. Okay, go. Two hands. Start to take it, and you're noticing that you're not going to hook in deep, and you're noticing you're not getting that kick off. Now slide that thing down all the way. Chest to the belly, look up in the direction you're going to lift. There it is. That's, ooh, and that's the lock. Good. Remount. Okay, combo of the two. He goes for the V-arm lock, and his partner's going to turn on the side and reach up and grab his wrist, step over, head up, arm lock. What a great combo. Again, V-arm lock, straight arm lock, push, turns, head up, steps over, boom, good. Let's look at the other side. Okay, let's turn back again. Good. Here we go. V-arm lock. And head up. Step over. Straight arm lock. Good. It's called a V-arm straight arm. Real easy to get. Again. Good. Now, he goes for the V-arm, and he kicks off the side control. V-arm, kicks off, and starts to finish. Now, his partner starts to roll here, and now Rick steps up and steps over and arm locks him. Leg up, and that's it. Good. Let's look at that again. He's going for the V-arm lock, and he kicks off the side control to finish. His partner now rolls up and grabs his, now he just steps up and over and sits back in the arm lock. Good. That's kind of the same idea, same lock. Okay, next, he's going to do the fist choke. He's going to hook in deep. Heavy, heavy hooks, hooks in deep, hips, heavy. Okay, he's going to slide back. He's going to put his fist in the throat first, He's going to grab the top of his wrist, and he's going to put his chest on his fist and just squeeze. Good. Okay, switch hands. Puts the fist in the throat, reaches under, grabs the forearm. The chest goes on the fist, and that's what creates the submission. Your body weight of your chest. With your heavy hips, go, put it in. Good. Okay, go back. Lemon crusher. From right here, your knuckle's going to go right under his cheekbone. It's called a tsubo, T-S-U-B-O, tsubo point. Your arm goes under his head. Your shoulder goes under his chin. So you're nice and low, figure four. Grab your bicep, put your hand on the forehead, and hooks in deep, nice and deep, driving it all the way forward. And try to actually turn his head all the way backwards. Go. Good. Switch. Again. Hooks in deep. And good. Now, same thing now. When he's going to do it again, go. Brings it in. Puts it in. His opponent bridges and holds and bridges and hold his shoulders. Chris, grab his shoulders, bridge and roll. Rick, climb your legs high as you can. Higher, higher, higher. Now do it. Same lock. Good. That's how you're going to finish it, the reverse way. Again. Does it again. Brings it in. Your partner grabs your shoulders to counter, hooks in deep. He bridges and rolls. Climb your legs and good. Go back. Fist choke one more time. He does a fist choke. As he puts the fist in, his opponent grabs his shoulders, bridges and rolls. Rick now climbs his legs and finishes the fist choke, upside down. Goes back again. Same exact technique. Fist choke and go. Good. All right, come back. We're going to go straight to a leg lock now. From this position, okay, Chris starts to bridge, so Rick hooks in deep. Now, he goes back down. Rick takes this elbow and brings it to this side of his head. As his hook is in deep, he straightens his leg and now turns his hip down and straightens and brings that hook all the way up, grabs the toes, brings them to me, and now drives his shin to this direction and drive it. That's it. Okay, let's look at it again from here. It's a grapevine. He's going to bring his elbow over the head, bring it over. Good. Straighten that leg all the way out, grab the toes, and driving that knee all the way forward and down to crank that lock, okay? Okay. That's a leg lock you're going to get. Now, this is from the mount here. Slide over a little more. This is one thing that will happen, and his opponent will just bridge. He'll just bridge as hard as he can and roll. Rick's going to open his base and let him roll. Bridge and roll. Let him roll, let him roll, let him roll. Good. Hook in, break him down. Good. Now, when he's on his back, he's going to elbow over. Bring his elbow, he's just going to elbow over. He's going to lift his temple, and he's going to bring his right hook, bring your right arm out, pull it out, and bring it in and choke him, short choke. That's it. Let's look at that again. Elbow on the temple. Bring it up, 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 slide it in, short choke. Good. Now, same thing, do it again. Elbow on the temple, and just keep cranking and hip and down, hip and down, hip and down, hip and down. That's it. That's your submission. Let's do the other side now. Right elbow on the temple, hip down, right hip heavy, 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 heavy. Lift that thing up. That's it. And short choke. Boom. Good. All right. These are your mount attacks that you guys need to know, and this might happen. Okay. So your mount attacks is a V-arm lock, a spinning straight arm lock, the fist choke, and then the lemon crusher. You have a leg lock that you can do as an option. Okay, it's not a requirement, it's an option. And if they roll, then you take their back and you elbow and then you short choke. For student level 4, mount escapes, we're going to come back. We got Rick on the bottom and Chris is on top. Your standard first escape is a bridge. He's going to trap, bridge, and roll. One arm or two arms. Trap, bridge, and roll, and pass the guard. Pass. Okay, you guys should become an expert at this you should become an expert because you're drilling it over and over and over. For each level, this is your requirement. Your proficiency level or level of efficiency to perform this task should become faster and faster and faster for each level that you achieve. That should be just like knowing the back of your hand. You look at that and you go, oh, that's the back of my hand. Yeah, it's the same thing. The bridge and escape and guard passes like the back of your hand. Okay, one more time. You can go over 2 arms. If he pops his hips, trap, there, 2 arms down, bridge and roll. Pass. Woo, good, that's it. All right, come back. Number 2, hip escape. Use blocks and just hip escape, there it is, and sweep. Yeah, good, nice. And that would transition right into what? He had an underhook, I'd say an arm lock. In judo, there's a thing that they say, it says all paths lead to the arm lock. So anytime you can catch that underhook, you're going to arm lock your guy. Okay, go. Just hip escape, and sweep, pick him up, go, spin, nice, good. Okay, come on back. Now with that in mind, you guys are going to be submitting your guys a lot faster. You're going to go, hey, I just escaped and I re-attacked. And the guys are like, yeah, he's really good at escaping and re-attacking. Okay, come on back. Okay, bridge and hip escape, mixing the two. Bridge, hip escape, hop, and out. And sweep. Reverse arm lock. Good. Okay. One more time. Pop your hips. And hip escape. Bridge, hip escape. Good. Nice. Good. Coming back. Okay, that's your bridge and hip escape. Now he's going to leg out. Now, Chris, turn sideways, please. Let's look at the leg out. Chris got hooks in, heavy hooks. Saturday Night Ride in wrestling. Heavy hips down, okay. Leg grapevines. Okay. Rick's objective is straighten his leg out. Good. Foot flat on the floor. Pushing the leg down, getting under the leg, and trapping the arm up and bridging. Now, but just bridge. Oh, how easy could that be? Dismount, spinning arm lock. Perfect. Good. Okay. You see how easy that was? Once you get that leg out, and the easiest way to get that leg out is to keep your leg flat on the floor. Do it again. Look at, now he's going to slide under that and just lift that arm. His whole side's weak. Dismount, arm lock. Nice. Good. Okay. That's called leg out. Okay. Now your last one is you're going to put 2 hands on the hips and you're going to pop them straight up. Insert the shin. Rick, he's mounted. So again, from here, pop your hips. Hips up. Insert your shin. Push, get it over, hook, tight, squeeze, tight, heel hook. In Japanese, also known as the heel hook. Or, if the heel hook's illegal, straight to the Achilles lock. The Achilles lock. Okay? All right. Chris, you're in. This is called a hip hop, double stiff arm. Insert your shin. Okay, push them off center, nice and tight. Ankle lock. Heel hook or Achilles lock. Go to your belly. Good, that's it. Let's do it again. Pop them up, hips up, go. Bang. Push them, nice, right into the ankle lock. Or Achilles lock. Why Achilles lock? Okay, can we spin this position around a little bit? Look, spin, spin. Good. Look at Rick's hook here. That's your key, because the guy on the bottom is going to try to roll, especially if he gets heel hooked. That stops him from rolling. It's a little secret move. Okay, safety hook. If he goes for a heel hook, okay, notice that Chris is going to have to roll to get out, and the thing that stops it is the fact that he's got that hook. Okay, Rick's also going to go for this is called the power heel hook, where he keeps it here and he goes and grabs his bicep, also known as the Italian salute. This is a heel hook. This is a power heel hook. And pull. Careful. Good. Switches to a figure 4 toe hold. Now, if you have a problem with the heel hook, if you have a problem with this, from this to the toe hold, take your leg out, take it off, now sit up and toe hold. There it is. Oh, man. Okay, let's look at it one more time. Pop, hip pop. Pop them up. Insert, push them, heel hook. Good. Power heel hook. Take your leg off, toe hold. That's it. Done. Done deal. Now that same position when he's got his hooks in. Chris, put your hooks in again. Rick, instead of pushing him up like this, he's going to have to push him to the side and move his butt out to the other side because he's got his hooks in. Hooks in. Okay, now this is the same escape, but Rick's going to push him to the side and move his hip to the other side. Go, push him and move it. That's it. That's it. Now get your hooks in. Good. That's it. Oh, nice. There's an arm lock right there. I was going to tell you there was an arm lock on your horizon. Okay, one more time. Call me a visionary. One more time. Hooks in deep, pops him up and turns him sideways and moves backwards. You can go back to a heel hook. Insert the leg, snake leg. There's your heel hook. Power heel hook. And toe hold. Take the leg off, toe hold. Nice. This is because your opponent puts his hips and his hooks in deep. So instead of popping up here, you're popping and pushing sideways and moving out. And if you can, just keep going here. This will allow you to come up. Okay. Okay, go back. Last one more time. Same one, sideways. Let's go sideways so they can see the hips. Okay, ready? Pop and move your hips out. Hips out. There. Good. You can go to his knees, it's fine. With the leg split, there's a single, head inside single or double. Boom. Head up, take him on top. Arm lock, jumping over, choke. Perfect. Nice. Transition right into the submission, the way it's supposed to be. For side control, here's your 3 holds. Number 1 is 2 arms over. Number 1 is here or here. Number 2 is blocking over, blocking his hip. Number 3 is blocking the head and arm, just like that. Okay, so your goals, one more time, 1, 2, or 3. Okay. Okay, Chris, you're on top. Mike is on the bottom. Okay, your first is a double overhold. 2 arms over, Chris. Okay, what's Mike's objective here? Mike, what's your objective? Put him in your guard, go. Head up, now, cross center line, take his back. Up, up, up. Good. Break him down, break him down, break him down. Good, finish. Good. Coming back. Put him in your guard again. Pop, go. Head up. Arm lock, reverse arm lock. Pull it in, there it is. There it is, leg high, out his back, leg high. That's a reverse arm lock. If his arm goes over your head, take his back. All the way up, all the way up. Hooks in deep. Okay, neck crank with your elbow on his temple. Bring your elbow over the top. Elbow and neck crank right into the short choke. Bing, there it is. Good. Okay, coming back. Okay, Chris, Mike's on top. Number 2. Go to your knees. Ready? He's blocking your hip now. 2 hands on his hips. 2 hands on his hips. Go to your knees. Okay, double. Good. Okay, again. Guys can drill this out. You want high repetitions. The best way to get good at these are do high repetitions. Let your partner, when you put him in the guard, jump over your legs, put him back in your guard. I'm sorry. Let him jump over to side control, put him back in your guard. He's in your guard, let him jump, put him in side control, go to your guard. This one now, he's going to put 2 hands on his hips, Go. To his knees. Okay, hold on one more time. Mike, put all your body weight on his shoulder. Okay, go to your knees. Okay? If you don't put your body weight on him, he's going to go to his knees easy. The key, go back to your back. Go to your side, Chris. Go to your side. Hold on. Double stiff arm here. This is your goal right here. Just like that. Drop your shoulder, go to your knees. Up. Good. Drive, double head up, double leg. Good. Same thing, Mikey. He blocks your hip, go. Switch your hands. Okay, go. Go to your knees. Switch, up, double leg. Good. Go. Get your arms in the right spot, guys. Okay? It's because you have an arm over and an arm under. Arm over the head and under the hip. Go again. Good, go. One hand on each hip. Up, drive them. Okay, one arm over, one arm under, one hand on each hip. Go. Drive them. Good, that's it. All right, next. Your next escape is the arm over. He's going to go head and arm. This is your head and arm escape. He's in side control. He's holding you. Okay? Nice and tight. Grab his lat. Push in. Pull him over your hip. Good. Go back. Okay, Chris, go. Push. And back. Boom. Break. Come on back. Okay. Push, go to your knees. Bulldog the head. Go back. Head and arm. Push into him. Up. Go back, go back, go back. Your arms are in the other spot. Head and arm, Mike. Okay, grab his trap, grab his lat, sorry. Go to your knees. Switch your hips, go to your knees. Okay, head and arm, just twist them down. Twist them, drive them. No, that's the other way. Okay, you wouldn't go, if you can get to your knees, you stay on your knees and bulldog his head down or step over his back. Go. That's it. Good. Okay. If you can get to your knees, there's no reason to go back to your back unless he puts you to your back. So if you're holding me here, head and arm, look at it. If I'm going here and I can actually take my hand and come here and come up to here, push in, drive in, drive in. See, head and arm is easy. Sure. Okay, go back. A little bit of wrestling, a little bit of core strength there. Okay. Most of your techniques should be done with sheer technique and very little strength and power. Push into him. Go to your knees. Can you pull his head in and turn him? Good, that's fine. Okay, turn him, throw him over your hips, go. Push in, pull him over your hips, go. Good. Time. Okay, your next escape. Mike's on top. Mike's on top of me. He's got a head and arm. Okay, it's called the backdoor escape. Okay, but before we do the backdoor escape, what I've got to do is I've got to press in and I've got to bridge. He's going to post. My hand's got to come back under. Then I'm going to pitch and throw him over my head and come back up to his back and control, kneeling on the back of his leg, cutting here and spiraling his leg. Turn. If you look, while I'm on his back here, this is easy for me to insert a hook or a windshield wiper my legs. If he dive rolls, I'm still on top of his leg. Go back. This will also allow me to come up to his back here and hook in. Or stay here, this is fine too. Okay? So my goal, Mike, you're on your back, Chris, you're on top. When he's got a head and arm, okay, your arm comes all the way over the top. Your goal is to push and bridge him this way first. Now bridge him over your hips. He posts. Now bring your arm under, throw him over your head and take his back. Up. Okay, hold on. Here's a mistake. Stop. A mistake a guy will make is he'll put his foot right here, right there, and this guy will dive roll over his there and he'll knee bar you. Okay? That's where that's dangerous. So to kill the danger, when you come up, you kneel here, you stay high here, you can hook here, you can control. He can't get you if you're riding him. If you hook in deep here, you hook and you control his leg and sit on it when he dive rolls for a knee bar, you can still stay heavy and cross face or sprawl, and still kill that arm, that leg. You do not want him to have the leg here or here. Okay? It's either gathered, kneeling on his ankle, riding tight here. Like I said, you don't want your foot here, and you definitely don't want your knee here. If you want a leg ride, this is called a leg ride. You come here and you hook. This is okay, because you can also start cranking and start tapping. But you just have to be careful when he rolls over his right shoulder that this axe kick doesn't hit you in the lat and put you face down and he rips your leg out. Okay? Okay, one more time, Mike. He's on his back. This is your fourth escape. Number 1 escape, go to your guard. Number 2 escape, go to your knees. Number 3, he's got a head and arm, you bridge him over your hips. Number 4 is you attempt to bridge him over your hips, go, push him, and he posts. Now you got to go under quick, and now throw him over and take his back. Up, 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 up. Good. That's fine. Okay? Don't make it too acrobatic. Most people can't do acrobats. Most people are not acrobatic. This is non-acrobatic. When I'm here, I push, I pull, he posts. My hand just comes right under quick. Now I bridge and post and throw him. I come up to a seat belt or a lat control. Come up, pull my elbow out. Now, if I keep my head in and go here, I'm still in a bad spot. I could get thrown. So, best base possible, next base possible, and next control possible. And my objective is to get my head up before he does. Okay, one more time, Mike. Go. Okay. Push. Pull. Pop under. Come up. Okay. There it is. Good. Let's do it again, facing the other direction. Got to get a different angle. This is your 4th escape for side control bottom. Ready? Go. Push. Pull. Post, get under, go, up. Lat pull, good, good enough. Okay, 4th escape. It's called backdoor escape once you try to pop them over your hips. All right, now we're going to do our ways to mount. Your first way to mount is basically off of a wedge. When you're here, you wedge. He's going to resist and straighten his legs. Perfect. Step, hook, you're in. Number 2, you wedge. He keeps his legs here so happily, I just come in and hook in. Your third way is his leg is up. And you use your forearm and you head up and put your knee here, pull, pull, hook, you're in. Okay. Another way you're going to mount now is you're going to kill his arm and back walk, push backwards. Okay, from right here, I usually pull my arm and I step. Okay. That's fine. Okay, your next way. This is your 4th method to mount him. Okay, what I'm going to do is go for head and arm, and I'm going to pop his head off his body. So watch what I do. Put my shoulder into his neck, not his face, put it into his neck, block his hip, walk back. I'm choking him. He's going to defend. Defend your neck. Defend, defend, defend. Oh, easy. Oh, oh. Keza. Head and arm. So let's look at that again. You're blocking his hip. You get the head and arm. Put your shoulder under his chin. Okay. A lot of people do this. Is that uncomfortable? No, he's fine. And some guys really go, ooh, and they do this. This is okay too, but a lot of guys know that I'm going to try to drive that knee through here. This is good. Okay, you can walk up and then try to get your knee and then drive it through. That's okay too. But I like this one better. You're here, head and arm, shoulder under his chin. Block his hip so he can't walk to you, and we'll start walking up towards his head. If he doesn't get choked out, he's going to defend his neck hard. Defend. Oh, hey, pong! Look where you're at. Okay. Level 4 for your guard now. These are my sweeps. Okay, here's what I'm going to start. Your first sweep is going to be based on his head being down or his head being up and him lifting a leg up. Okay. This sweep is done when he's in the middle, when he's not all the way up, when he's not all the way down, when he's halfway up, 3/4 of the way up. If he sits all the way back up, I'm going over the top. Or I'm going to go here and come here. Ping, kick him off. Watch. If a guy doesn't want to be in my guard, and he just starts sitting up, sitting up, sitting up, sitting up, sitting up, sitting up, trying to open my legs, open my legs, open my legs. Look at, take these, push them down, and then just push them away. Good, don't let him be in your guard. Kick him out and get back to your knees. But now, he is in my guard, and he sits halfway up. So this is my sweep, go. Boom, this is my first sweep. Push, pull, sweep. Okay. Again, he sits up, jump, push, pull, sweep. That's your scissor sweep. Your second option, when I push, I'm here tight, he sits up. Whoop. I go from here. I'm going to just put my foot here and kick his leg and then sweep. Coming up with control. Okay. Again, scissor sweep, kicking the support leg out. Kicking that leg out. Sweep. Okay, controlling his wrist, pushing his wrist, pulling his wrist, crossing his arms. These are a few things you'll do. If I push if I push this wrist, it's giving me the chance for me to take his back. Go to your knees. Go. You're not going to go that way. If I go here, you're going to roll to your knees. That's it. See. Okay. If I go like this, I'm giving him the out. Boom. And I use it to catch him. If I pull this way, he's going to come into me. Perfect. From here, in your guard, you got 3 controls. You have double wrists, you have 2-on-1, and you've got the wrist and collar. If I want to get his arm, I want to go to scissor sweep, I'll let his arm go and I'll go to sweep and he'll post. That's how you get an arm, and then you can come into it or you can rip it out or whatever. That's how you're going to set an arm up. But right now, I'm not trying to set an arm up. I'm trying to take and kill his base so I can actually sweep him. This is your reverse sweep. This is one way. That's without the shin. He's in my guard. I go to scissor sweep. Whoop! I grab here, load him up, and then just lift him and back sweep him. Control his wrist. Why? It gives him an out to his belly. Okay. He can also hook here, come up and start hooking here. These are all ways you're going to control him. Dig out his elbow. Okay. Scissor sweep, spinning arm lock. Scissor sweep, omoplata. These are all variations. Scissor sweep, scissor sweep. Scissor sweep, he sits up. Push, 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 kick him off. Come up. Scissor sweep, reverse scissor sweep. Cobra choke. Wrist lock on the end of it. This is your wrist lock. Okay. Wrist lock. Cobra choke. Scissor sweep. Arm lock. Keep it here, and then just come here. Whoop. Scissor sweep, spinning arm lock. Grab the neck, no, grab his back of his shoulder, his lat, pull, sweep, back sweep, come back. Spinning sweep. Okay, hold his leg, kick your leg, and come back up. Wrist lock, V arm lock. Arm lock. Okay. Reverse choke. Shoop, whoop. Ah. Right. Again. Spin sweep. Mount. Hold his leg. Hold his leg. Okay. Okay. A lot of times, I'll get guys in my guard. You'll sit up and try to pass. And I'll just break him down. Break him down. He sits up to pass. This is a one-way. Pull his wrists. Woo! If his hands are on my waist and his elbows are in, I break his elbows out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh! If his elbows are in and I can't get them out, sit up and grab your knees. Hup! Pull them in. Oh! Now look at. Oh! Oh. Okay. Come back. Okay, again, let's break him down. He's going to sit up. You come back. He starts to sit up on me. Sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up. What do? How do I break him down? Elbows. 2 hands off. Okay, sit up and grab your knees. Pull them in. Oh. Another way, sits up. Okay. Start breaking his wrists. Hold him here. One of my favorite sweeps. Tight. Turn sideways. Turn your hips this way. Turn. Good. Okay, stop. See where I'm at? One more time. Okay, sit up. Post your arm wide. Post your arm wide. See that good post? Watch. Post. Post. Dead. Pull. Oh. Aha. Aha. Okay. Again. This is your 4th sweep. You're gonna break him down, tighten it up, grab, shuck. You can even hook. If your leg comes, hook him, sweep him, sit out, hold, tight, tighter, sit. Okay, look at this. Where's his arm? 2 hands. Okay, lots of variations. So your sweeps, scissor sweep, reverse scissor sweep, spinning sweep, and then break him down, pull him up, take his base, shuck your leg, and spin. Let's look at that last one more time. I gotta break them down. Whoa! Catch, post, wide. Okay. Post, post, post. Shuck, shuck, shuck. There it is. What do you want to do? Stay on the side. Stay on the side, head and arm. Get hook. And get under his arm. You see around your waist, around my waist with your left arm. You can't do anything. His arm's dead. Okay, hook. Push. Push. Push it down. Okay, these are all different submissions you've got here. Okay. For student level 4, these are your guard attacks, your submissions in the guard. Number 1 is your standard X arm lock. Again. Number 2 is your spinning arm lock. Number 3 is your triangle. Arm lock, wrist lock, arm lock. Again. Good. Next is your chicken wing. Pull your arm out. Number 2. Number 3. Okay. Omoplata. And then sit up over his body. Bring this out and come up over the body. That's your omoplata. Again, look at using my body and straightening this leg and then coming up and sliding over his hip, sliding away, pulling out, and coming up and over. Now, all these attacks need to work. So, in conjunction with each other. So, number 1, you can start to go for your arm lock. Okay. Now, when you go for your arm lock, let's start. This is called a high guard. We'll start out here. So instead of Xing, you're going to go here, and you're going to hold the head and cross. Okay, what's your first attack? Arm lock. Boom. Okay, now when I have the arm lock, he pulls his arm out. Look at the chicken wing. Okay, look at the omoplata. Okay, he comes back up, and he sits up. There's your triangle. Arm lock, wrist lock, omoplata. Okay, from here, hold his leg and straighten his leg out. If he sits up, bring your foot here, bring this here, and bring your foot here, or under his other armpit, like that, and straighten. If not, bring it here, sit up, get over his hip. If he dive rolls, catch his leg, knee bar, toe hold. They're both on. Okay? If you start to go for, look at the high guard. Okay? If he pulls his arm out, you start with a triangle. Okay? If he heads up, you have an arm lock. If you come back, his arm goes here. You go for an omoplata. If he grabs his hands and heads up, under. Here's your chicken wing. 2 hands here, straighten your legs, pull. Okay, this will allow you to either use your leg, use your hand, or use your, knee to set up your omoplata. If he sits up, boom. If his other arm comes in, you can go back for the arm lock. If he stands up, you underhook and push. And go straight to the knee bar. Okay. And these are your attacks that you're going to use when your opponent's in your guard. If his hands are here, I can even sit with his hand here, sit up, grab, and wrist lock. Okay, see where it's at? Sit up, grab, and wrist lock. Okay, break him down, open him up. His objective is to open. So when he puts his hand on my chin over the top, pushes my chin, pushes my elbow up, that's his first way. Sit up, take your hand and pull my wrist off your neck. That's it. That's the first way to clear. Second way to clear is he just pushes my bottom of my triceps up. Two hands under my tricep, push, sit up. Good. If the guy's not that strong, that's a good one. Come back. Put your hands on your right on your head. Good. Open your elbows wide. Put your hands on my biceps. Sit up. It's another way to clear your head. Those are three ways. One more time. Push my chin, turn my head, push my elbow. Sit up, pull my wrist off my neck. Your wrist off the side, my hand off your neck. Number two, triceps pushing high. Good. Number three, hands on your head. Open, and hands on my biceps. Good. That's it. Good. Okay, these are my passes for the guard. Number one is posture. Shake open, up, pass. That's my first pass. Again. Sorry. My second pass. As I start to push, my knee comes up and I come across the other way. One more time. Here's one. And look at, right to the mount. Here's two. Push, leg up, leg here, pass. He's going to bridge, mount. Okay. Number three, break, elbow in, tight, pressure, pass. Again, crosses his feet, holds my head down. Okay. Shake, get under. Pull, pass. This is my over-under pass. Passing right, passing left. Which way are you going to pass? Okay. Here's a nice submission you guys can all use. This is a really good one. You guys will all love this. You stay here, you grab your hands, you cross your feet, and you sprawl. And you just stretch them. If it doesn't work, you use it here and just use it as a pass. Chris is exceptionally more flexible than everybody, so this one, for him, will not work as well. But for a lot of people, when you're here, boom, you grab here, and then you just go here, and you just start to sprawl. You just hear tendons ripping, you hear bones popping, and you hear little minor screams. Okay? When he blocks my hip and blocks my neck, I just come here, and I just come around the other way. There's my pass. It's called an over-under pass. It's your pass. Okay, your last pass. Crosses, holds my head, push, open, shake, dive, catch, pull, pressure, see the pressure? And all I'm going to do is just twist, put my elbow on the ground and use that as a pass. Mount, north and south, just standard mount. Okay, again. Crosses his feet, head up, posture, hand here. Cross your feet, keep them crossed. Okay, shake, Back up. My knee's already through, pass. He's going to bridge, mount. Cross your feet, turn your hips, push his hips down, shake, double under. Okay, pull him in, turn him sideways, block his hip. If he turns this way, here, cross face, pick him up, that's your pass. Here tight, pull, okay, from right here. Now watch this. Abandon one leg, go to the other, palm up, pull, and drive your body weight down. That's a submission. Double under, catch, pull, drive your body weight down, tripod. Okay. So you have over, you have single under, you have double under, and then you have over under. These are your basic passes that you're going to use. A lot of times you start to go here and he opens his legs wide. Go double over. Pressure, press, pressure. Go double over. Okay, sometimes you start to go here and you start to come under and he straightens his legs out. Double over pass. That's it. And these are your guard passes. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go over the kneeling, 4 kneeling positions or attacks that you're going to need to know. Come on in, Chris. High five. Cool. Okay, again, when we start out, high five, it's all based on hand fighting and getting that control. Getting the wrist and the hand control, getting the neck control, the arm control, pushing and pulling, twisting, pushing forward, snapping him down, pushing him, tapping his legs, stepping up, stepping out. And the ability to move on your knees. Okay, so here's your first one. We're going to tie up. I'm going to push him and snap him and just spin to his back. Okay, I get my hooks in or I tilt him. That's my first one. It's called snap and spin. Tie him up, push, snap, keep your body weight, spin. Good. Number 2, tie him up, push and snap, jam him and double leg. Okay, tie him up. Okay, if he's higher, a little higher, there you go. Fighting. Look at, I snap, I shove, I put my head here, and I turn him sideways. I don't want to take him straight back like a blast double. Here's why. Oh, look at his legs. Oh, see, look at his ankle. So he could turn his ankle really easy, or his knee. So on the double, just try to take him and turn him. If you bring him straight back, look at his ankles. He rolls over his feet. But look at here, head up. Or if he bases out, head down. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Okay? Your next is your arm drag. And your arm drag, turn sideways, please. Face me. Even here, first thing I'll do is I'll snag a hand or a wrist. Even here, grab my neck. Taking it off sideways, pushing it up, shucking it. This is still an arm drag. Okay, grabbed. Okay, okay, pushing, taking it off, shucking and taking it off. There's your arm drag. Okay, bicep and the shoulder. Grabbing the wrist, placing it down. He grabs my wrist, I place it down. Okay, he grabs, block and bring him in. These are all different ways you can get the arm drag. Personally, I just like to grab right off the bat. I always just see, pull back, pull back, There it is. Aha! That's your first one, short choke. Number 2, nice and tight. I am in a lasso, side lasso. Okay, the side lasso, I like to just dive, roll, hop, just pull him in and then choke him right here. It's a nice and quick one. Arm drag. Tilt, fall, scoop, hook, choke. Okay, he slides his back to the floor. Mount. Good, come back. Arm drag, tilt. Neck crank, choke, arm lock. Tilt. Grab his ankle, tilt. Perfect. Hook. 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 Step. Okay. These are all off the arm drag. Now last. Turn. I start out here and I fake. Okay. So again, we start on our knees, high five, yeah. Up. Oh, Osotogari. One more time. Arm lock. Up, he grabs my leg, shove his head, backspin, arm drag, you're on his back, steps over, woo-hoo-hoo. You're up on top. Osotogari, knee on belly, neck crank, pushes my arm off his head. I don't care which arm he pushes. Boom. Okay, number 1, tie him up, snap, spin. Number 2, snap and double. Number 3, arm drag. Arm drag. Number 4, Osotogari. Hop! That's it. Those are your 4 takedowns from your knees. All right, what we're going to do now is the guy's on his knees, Rick's on top, he's going to snap Chris down, he's going to spin to his back. Snap him, spin all the way to the back. Good, that's his first way he's going to get in. And when he does that, he's going to hook in, or he's just going to ride. Either way is fine. Yeah, that's a ride with the hooks, which is real good. In wrestling, they'll teach you just a ride here. It's a side, a top ride, okay? He's got a double arm spiral. If he falls to a side, he leg spirals. Good. Look at that, perfect. It's perfect for catch wrestling because it just flows right into the submissions, really nice. Okay, let's look at that again. Snap and spin. Goes to the back, leg spiral. Side tilt, step hook, step over his head. Chicken wing. Okay. One thing I like to do when I step over the head is I like to put my knee right across the guy's cheekbone, and that turns his head and weakens so you can rip his arm out quicker. Just, that's notorious or very popular in catch wrestling, not so popular in judo or jiu-jitsu. They'll either lift one leg up behind or one leg up in front. Judo a lot when the guy's on his, stay on your side once. Go to your side, Chris. Side, just turn on your side facing him. Or that way, okay. When Rick steps over, in judo, the left leg will stay high. Just like that, against his body. Because Chris will go to his knee, go to your knees. See, that stops it from going to the knees and rip his arm out. Rip it, bang, good. Okay? Because in judo, a lot of guys will try to go to their knees in this position. Step over his head. Okay? In jiu-jitsu, a lot of guys will try to go to their back, so Rick will lift up his back leg now against the guy's back and keep his knee about the same height as his back and then lift it up and rip it out. Okay? Now in catch wrestling, he'll put 2 knees on the floor and turn the guy's head. The only problem here is the guy will go to his knees, but since you already have the arm hooked, you can rip that out real quick. Okay, and then you can also, when you do that from right here, cut the head. You got a clock head scissors, good. Or you just step over his arm, go back, hold on, go back. Switch your hands, figure four your arms, step over his arms, switch and step over, and just sit down, sit back, just sit back that way. Look at the leg scissor right into a short, we call a short arm scissor. These are all things that you could do from catch wrestling that back in the early 90s, I was getting cut down for. They're like, oh, that's not going to hurt your opponent, it's just a muscle lock. And I'm like, well, it still hurts just because it doesn't hurt the teacher, who is completely used to pain because he grew up with a gi on. Makes it a little different than a guy who's been doing or training submissions for what, 5 years, 8 years. This guy's been doing it 25 years. And you go for a key lock on him, of course he's not going to tap. He's also not going to tap to an Achilles lock. He's not going to tap to a muscle lock because he's used to the pain. So when you submit a guy, you have a muscle or a joint. You have either a muscle lock or a joint lock. One is either going to attack the joint and break the joint, or one's going to attack the muscle or the tendon and either straighten it or crush it. So we have a muscle lock versus a joint lock. Obviously, joint locks are more applicable for real type of fighting because of the fact that when you put them on, something's going to break. But muscle locks hurt is bad and also can damage your ankle. I've actually Achilles locked a guy for real, and 6 months down the line, the guy's ankle's still messed up. I mean, I actually had to massage all the dead blood out of the guy's leg because it was still there. So you can actually really damage the joint or the tendons and muscles around the area. That's why you have joint locks and you have joint submissions. There's different, and then you have difference with the muscle lock. Muscles attacking the muscle or the Achilles, for instance. Then you're back. Most guys in a submission tournament, they don't allow joint locks like a heel hook. They don't allow knee bars. They don't allow toe holds, but they do allow Achilles locks. Now, Achilles locks, so for some people, it's okay. It might or might not hurt them. And this one is going to hurt him a little more because his ankle's about to break. His knee will rip here, and on the knee bar, his leg will eventually break here or here. And here, his toe, or his heel, sorry, his ankle right here will break. Okay, right here, this is his ankle and his knee. Okay, here is a crushing lock, which is painful, but he probably might not even tap to it because of the fact it doesn't hurt him quite so bad. Now, if he sits up and comes up and starts taking this arm, pull my arm off, this arm, pull it off, okay? He alleviates some of the pain. So now my objective would be to go back and try to get to what? To a joint lock. His counter would be to go for a heel hook or a toe hold on the other foot, something that would be equivalent, if not more painful than the lock I'm actually putting on him. For instance, he's got an Achilles lock. Okay, what can I equal the pain with? Lay back to your side, he starts to put it on. Ooh, am I going to muscle lock him that's going to be equivalent to it? Probably not, although some people will try to go here, start to go here, and then work and go for a toe hold. Some people will try to go to this lock. They'll bring their arm up and they'll go here and go, oh, I'm going to pop your knee, as opposed to you ripping the heck out of my Achilles. Probably ain't going to happen. Probably not going to happen. Go ahead and put the lock on. You start to put that lock, Achilles lock. Good. Ooh, that's starting to be painful. Now, if you look, his mistake was his foot was out. Now, what's going to happen? See this? This is going to break. And I guarantee you it's about to break. All I have to do is pull it and it's going to pop. I open it. He's got that Achilles, hoping that he doesn't know how to go to a heel hook or beating him to it. I can rip this. I'm already ripping his foot. But if I get to here and I'm fumbling with it and he turns, guess who's going to be tapping? Me. Because you got my, look at Achilles lock, heel hook, go. He goes for a heel, I go for a Achilles. Okay, he's got it. Why? This hurts him, but that's going to break my leg. That's going to rip my knee right here. Now, if he's got an Achilles, ready, go, and I go whoop, and I go straight to a toe hold, ready, go. Who's going to win? I'm going to win. Joint versus muscle. Joint wins over muscle. Okay, again, from this position, he's going to spin and take the back. Put his hooks in or ride. Good. Okay, come back. Go back. He's going to go from the beginning. He's just going to snap him down. He's going to go cow catcher or pancake. Good. He's going to spin to his side. He's going to side tilt him, or he's going to bow and arrow. Side tilt would be just a leg spiral, hand spiral tilt. Hook him, step over, submit. Okay, bow and arrow is if he posts and he won't let you tilt him. A lot of guys got a real wide base here, Chris. Wide base, wide, wide. So now he puts his head down, right on his side, grabs his ankles, and bow and arrow, and put him on his back. That's it. These are your 4 basic tilts or turnovers when you're on your back. Okay, this is bottom side. That was the top versus the bottom, and we just did the bottom versus the top. Okay, so anytime Rick's on the top, when the guys, let's say you shoot a double on him. Shoot a double, Chris, boom. Okay, he can go from the top right off the bat and cow catcher. Good. Go back. He can spin immediately to the side and side tilt him. Side tilt. Good. He can, if he can't do it that way, he goes the opposite way and just does a bow and arrow with the head and the head and the head on the side, head in, and just tilt him. Turn over. Good. And the last, he'll just spin to the back, put his hooks in. Real simple. Go. Boom. And hooks in and breaks him down. Okay, good. Now let's turn in. Let's take this position and turn to the camera. All the way through. Okay. You took his back. He's hooks in, hips down. Okay. All right. Now, here's your first submission. You're going to cross face now, and grab his shoulder, and then grab your elbow. Grab his shoulder, cross face, grab his shoulder first. Grab his shoulder, hold on. Now grab your other elbow and just squeeze like a football. That's your first one. Okay, that's just a standard cross face. Now, stay there. Sorry. Put your thumb right under his nose, lift his nose, and short choke. Okay, same one, cross face. Lift his nose, and bow and arrow. There it is. That just hip down and head up. So you're creating a bow and arrow effect to his neck and his head. Okay, okay, cross face. Lift his nose, big choke, big choke, big, 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 big. Figure four your arms. Good, okay? All right, and just neck crank with the elbow to the temple. Elbow to the temple, hip down. Good, another side. You got a heavy hip on that, otherwise you can't get that one. Okay, and those are your 4. Now if he rolls and spins and takes his back, just turn him. Good, okay, turn and face the camera, guys. Okay, number 1 is from the, go ahead, bow tie. I'm sorry, come on into the lasso here. First one is short choke. Good. Or he could just trap, grab the trap, and bring his elbow back to his, just bring it down and back. There it is, good. Number 2 is a naked choke. Bring it over and wedge your hands. That's a big one. Just a wedge and keep your head nice and tight. And this one is nice and tight on the back, like this. Okay, again. Bring that elbow to the chest. Good, okay. Your next is the big one. Push it in his head all the way in. Figure 4 and hand behind. Put your chin above here so he can't pull the top arm off. Go. Good. Okay. You okay? Okay. Underhooking, grabbing his hand now. Spinning, arm lock. Go. Good. One more time on that one. Okay. Leg all the way over. Whoop, and down. Coming back. Same position. Rick grabs for the bow tie. And instead of grabbing his hand, he grabs his wrist with this hand. So Chris has got a strong tricep, so what he does is he'll straighten his arm straight, just straighten it down. As he does that, Rick pulls this leg out, brings the arm right to here, and puts his leg over and traps. Told him, bring it here, bring it on the ground. Now back up. Pull your arm out, back up. You got a triangle, you have an arm lock, short choke, all the way around. There's your triangle. And this is from the back. Okay. So again, when he goes for, sometimes when you go for the wrist, strong guys will force that out. As they do, straighten it out. Now put it down and trap it and back up. Keep your foot on the ground. See how that foot's trapped? Now if Rick stays here, don't move. Give me your arms. Just slides his weight back. Chris starts to fall. Chris falls back. Now bring your leg over his body. Look at the arm lock. Just trap, or yeah. So if the leg is over, you can go for the triangle or the arm lock, or the leg over because it's already there, arm lock. Just back up, back up. Good. Okay. Here's the thing right here. Let me just show you real quick. When you're here, and I go for this, or I go for this. See this? Straighten your arm, bring it out and trap, and then back up and pull him down. Look at your arm lock's already here. You can also hook and come back, or take it off and triangle. Then you can also reverse triangle from here, which gives you the arm, or gives you the shoulder lock. Okay, let's look at that one more time. Rick's in, short choke, big choke, single naked choke. Single naked, short choke is just with the bone, put the bone, okay? Get it in deep, 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 figure four. Good, okay, spinning arm lock. Good, come back. And bring it straight down. Trap that arm. Put the left foot on the floor, back up. He falls into you. And there's your arm lock. Bring your leg over. Good. Take your other leg off and triangle right there. And back to the arm lock. That's it. That's how you're going to play with your legs. So that's it. These are your back attacks. Back attack up, back attack down. Okay, kneeling top position now versus bottom. This is now bottom versus top. Rick's first objective is to get a leg, backs up and snags a leg. And single or double, double, bing, put it down. Good, there it is, head up, good. Okay, good. Okay, number two. He wraps an arm, tries to trap a leg, but Chris brings his legs back. Wraps the arm and sits out. There's an arm lock. Good. Comes back. From the same position now. Okay, right from here, he goes to wrap the other arm and sits out. Head up, good. And back swim, comes across, comes back in, and there is the shoulder triangle finish. He comes back again. Same thing. Okay, now his objective from the bottom is to just sit out, back up and sit out. Whop, nice, real simple. Okay, goes back again. One more time, same exact technique, except he tripods or leg fakes. There it is, good. There it is, good. Okay, these are his ways of getting out of the bottom. Another thing that Rick can do when he's on his knees like that, Chris go on top. If Rick can sit out and lift a leg to the other side, he can pull guard. So slow motion, he sits his head up, lift your other leg up, other leg, and sit out to the other side. Sit up, head up, sit to your guard now. Sit back, sit back. Oh, sweep, take his back. Good, okay? So it's like a half sit out, half guard pull together. Some guys just try to go, but try to get your head free and then just sit back. One more time. It's like a sit out with your other leg out and head up. Sit down. Oh, sweep. The biggest thing when you're in a bad spot like that is that your head comes up. You'll hear most wrestling coaches go, head up, head up, head up, head up. Well, head up and lift your leg up and go to your back and sweep. That's how you're going to do it. It's an overturn. It's a jiu-jitsu method to overturn the guy, how to pull guard. One more time. Good, that's it. Okay, let's look when Rick is on his knees now, and Chris is on top the same way, and Chris slowly starts to spin and starts to take a side. Rick's going to dive roll over his right shoulder, dive roll over your right shoulder, pull guard. There it is. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Good. Okay, come back again. You can see how he could actually, let's say just Chris is a better wrestler than him. So what happens here, as soon as he starts to pull guard, go, he's here, he'll pull guard here, sorry. As soon as Chris, spin, one more time. As soon as Chris As soon as Chris spins to his back, Rick is going to roll over his nearest shoulder and full guard. Go. There it is. Oh, triangle. There it is. Good. That's it. Spin to the other side. Let's see the dive roll. Here it goes. Go. Oh, triangle. Perfect. Good. Let's go back one more time. And we'll look at one other thing here. And what you're going to do here is he spins your back, starts to spin, and he stops and sits on your side. One more time. Chris, spin to his side. Spin to his side on the... Let's go to the other side. Stop. Now you're on his side. Now bring your arms over. Now Rick's going to lift his left leg up, and he's just going to sit to the guard, head up. Oh, beautiful. Nice turnover. Let's look at that again. So you're going to turn your partner over. He goes, go, and trap, up, and just roll. Okay? This is called an apex roll. It's because your partner reaches over your body. Do it again. Spin to his side. A lot of times I'll let guys spin to my side, and they'll just make that mistake. And he reaches. See you later. Hips up. Bing. You're gone. Good. That's your control. Good. Okay. Another one is you can spin all the way to his back, and he's just going to roll right underneath. Here's his, look at the way he rolls. Right like that. Okay. Okay, so you're going to spin to his back. Spin. He kind of tripods a little. Oh, beautiful. What a surprise. Okay, let's look at that one again. He tries to spin to his back, and what happens? Oh, leg, you left a leg in. What would happen if you didn't leave a leg in? Let's go back. He spun to his back, and he just dive rolls right here. Same thing. He gets guard. Okay, watch. Same thing. Let's say I got to Rick's back, and I'm here. Look at same thing. He kind of opens his knees, and he starts to dive roll. Look at his legs. He takes my back. Okay, see that? Let's look at that again. Chris, go. Look at, oh, you left a leg in. Okay, remember what I said? Rule number one, when you spin to someone's back, don't leave your leg in the middle. That's a big thing we've been working with Brock Lesnar because he spins to people's backs so fast, but he'll leave that leg in. And Frank Mir didn't catch him that way, but he left that leg in on Heath a little bit. But he's so heavy on him and floats so nicely that he couldn't spin to his back. This is when you're frog riding him. Crab ride. Go. Spin, crab ride. Go. There it is. Oh, he's on your back. Bing. Good. Perfect. That's what we want. Good. All right. That's how you're going to get off your knees when they're on top. Now we're going into the stand-up portion. These are your takedowns for level 4. Level 4, your first one is the guy gets T formation. T formation here, Rick keeps his hips heavy, keeps them nice and tight on the side, keeps his head up so the guy can't bulldog your head, controls the bicep or the wrist, has what we call a seatbelt on the hip. His thing is if his hips are high, he's going to get thrown, or you can inside leg trip him. First thing Rick's going to do is just slide this way a little bit. And he's going to just back trip him. Back trip, go. Mount. Good. Okay, good. All right, now there's a couple things here for the back trip. Number one, you could just do the standard where you use your leg and trip him here and just sit down. Number two is you can go here and bump him. And as you bump him and stay heavy here, you can also switch your legs. Another one you could do is just pop him and drop him. Okay. So we'll just demonstrate the first three. Number one is just a back hanging takedown with a leg trip. Go. Simple. Good. Okay. And you'll notice that Hoist Gracie, that was his first takedown that you do on everyone in the first UFC. He'd actually get their back, Rick, kind of his back, and then he'd just back foot trip and lay backwards and turn and try to mount them or come up on top. Okay. Do that again. Just really, what the fuck? There it is. There it is. Good. Nice. Okay, good. It's a back leg trip. Okay, we're going to do it from T formation now, because sometimes when you tie up here, you're going to move right into this position. And so this is going to be your 1, your 2 with the leg block, and then your pop, which is your 3. And the pop is either a pop and slam or a see you later suplex or suplex. Okay, we're not going to do that. Okay, let's see the back trip. Back trip. Good. Coming back up. Right away. Back up right away. Bang, tie them up. Okay, knee block. Take them back and drop them. That's it. I like the knee block. Here we go into what we call the Tito, where he goes, whoop, and he hips everybody, grabs your hips and lifts you and drops you. Woo! That's the nice version. The mean version is we call burying the throw. When you pop him in the air, what do? You dive when he's in the air. Up and dive. So it's not just his body landing, it's both of your bodies. We're not going to do that one. Okay, coming back. Just show the pop again. Grab your hips, up, whoop, bam, good, there it is. Okay, coming back. Now, a lot of times when Rick has the T formation here on the body, he's going to try to back trip him, and Chris is going to step his leg back. Now he's going to step across and hip toss him. Head up, arm lock, good. Your biggest thing, what's your break on the throw? Your break is your head. So if I throw and I keep my head here, look where my body goes. It goes that way. When you throw up, your head comes up, or you post afterwards. Okay, so let's look at the first one is a back throw, and then he bases and steps back, hip toss, head up. Good, good. Okay. Do that one again, face the camera. This one's really easy to get. He steps back right away. Good. I personally like the Haraya-goshi, which is with the leg, because they call it the crowd pleaser. Back trip, pull, and then this is a kick to the air. Well, the guy is sky high. Let's look at that one once. Okay, turn, yeah, back trip, he steps backwards. Just use your leg. Oi, oi! You can see where that one's a crowd pleaser because it gets his legs going. And the higher you kick the leg, the higher the body goes. The higher the body goes and you dive, the faster you bury the throw. Okay? Here's your last one, and this is because now in this position I'm trying to back trip. He steps back, and now you're just going to go here and back, and you're going to leg trip, also known as Oichi-gari. Okay, so he's got a side body, he steps his leg back, step in, go ahead, Rick. Good. It's called an inside leg trip. Okay, let's look at it again. Use your right leg. He's just going to do a little leg shuffle here. Steps back, right leg. That's it. Good. Okay, and here's one of the easiest ways to teach that. If you're here, put your back to the camera, square your feet up. Good, stand up straight. You just step here. So I'm just going to step and just practice a push. Okay? So I just go slow. I step. Okay? Then the second way is I take it from the same thing as I step and I bear hug. Okay? The third is from an overhook where I put all my body weight here and take it back. Fourth is from a bear tight waist or an underhook, same way, like that. Okay, Rick, tie him up. T formation. Okay, he back steps. That's it. Notice how he pushes him. Look at, he falls right to the leg lock, fall, ankle lock. Hee-hee! And heel hook. Now on the heel hook, let's always use either the Achilles or the bone or the power heel hook. Okay, or take it off, toe hold. There it is, good. Okay, coming back one more time. Same thing, same technique. This is from the T formation, slow motion. Tries a back trip, Chris, he steps. He tries a hip toss, Chris, hold on. Coming back, sorry guys. Same position. Tries a back trip. tries to hip toss him, and he hip in, Chris, hip in. Now just turn back in and Oichi. Oh, there it is. Look at the leg lock. Bang, nice, okay? So your legs are kind of your key here when you're here. With the back trip, he steps, here, he hips, you step here, coming back. Okay, this is the leg here, to here, back to here. And your key is your balance on that 1 foot while you're moving your leg around. That's why hacky sack is good. Okay, one more time. Nice, perfect. These are called attacking or throwing combinations. Throwing combinations is a primary, secondary, and tertiary, which is your third takedown that you're going to use.